So this morning, I'm going to be recording myself. So I shall, in a moment, because at the moment I'm still looking at all of you, but then I shall pin my screen. So it's only my screen that will be recorded and my voice. But it's just so that it can go on the Essential Wellness YouTube channel. And so with that in mind as well, when I start the class and when I finish the class, my language, I'll probably have to just say, sort of introduce myself as though I was just teaching online on YouTube, if that makes sense. So if it sounds a bit strange, that's why. But from where you are now, we're going to come straight in this morning to class. So finding a comfortable seat. I don't mind if you're cross-legged or kneeling, legs out long, however is comfortable. However you're going to find the most, the greatest sense of ease and relaxation. Okay, and I'm going to pin the video in a second so that we can record. The mantras are in the chat section, so if you need the words for the mantras, they're there. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to Lou's Yoga, my morning session, my morning class. We will begin by finding a comfortable seat, closing the eyes. Let the hands rest. And take a moment to settle into the body. So just noticing how the body feels. Noticing the posture that you've come straight into. Not necessarily changing it, but just noticing it to begin with. Notice the spine, the shoulders, middle of the spine, lower back. How do the legs feel? We'll begin our practice this morning with the Shanti mantra, the peace mantra. Practicing call and response. So I'll chant every line of the mantra twice. You can just listen, or if you wish to join in, you can join in on the second repetition. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Sahana Punaktu. Sahana Punaktu. Sahaviryam, Sahaviryam, Karavavahai, Karavavahai, Tejasvina, Tejasvina, Vaditamastu, Vaditamastu. Ma vidvish avahai, ma vidvish avahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om. Noticing the silence after the mantra. Taking one hand now onto the belly, one hand onto the chest, keeping the eyes closed, the body relaxed and soft. Noticing where in the body you can feel the breath. Noticing the hands moving as you breathe. And beginning to direct the breath into the hand on the belly. Letting the belly gently press into the hands as you breathe in. And draw away from the hands as you breathe out. Are you forcing the breath, or is the breath deepening naturally? After the belly inflates and the hand lifts, allow the breath to rise up in the body, beginning to expand the ribs, open the chest. Noticing the top hand may be beginning to move. As the breath rises from the belly to the chest, allow it to rise further still, all the way up to the tops of the lungs, behind the collarbones. And as you exhale, let the breath release from the top. Notice the hands soften. Complete and finish with the belly button drawing back to the spine. Carrying this on in your own time, following the rhythm and pace of your own breath. This morning's focus is going to be on making your practice your own. I'm going to read you a little text from the Asana, Pranayama, Mudra and Bandha book by Swami Satyananda Saraswati. It says, yoga is the science of right living, and as such is intended to be incorporated in daily life. It works on all aspects of the person, the physical, vital, mental, emotional, psychic, and spiritual. On a practical level, yoga is a means of balancing and harmonizing the body, mind, and emotions. This is done through the practice of asana, which is the postures, pranayama, which is some breath work, mudra, which is the hand gestures, bandha, which are the energy locks, and shatkama, which are some cleansing practices, as well as meditation. The science of yoga begins to work on the outermost aspect of personality, the physical body. When imbalance is experienced at this level, the organs, muscles, and nerves no longer function in harmony. Rather, they act in opposition to each other. Yoga aims at bringing the different bodily functions into perfect coordination, so they work for the good of the whole body. And so I like this text because it works on a practical level. I think looking at things practically makes them more accessible. If you go straight for the spiritual or the philosophical, can't speak, sometimes it's quite easy to get overwhelmed. If we can make things practical, that means we can take them out into daily life, into everything that we do, really. So that's why we start often in a yoga class with the physical body. The physical body comes first because we can connect a little more easily with it. So this morning, as you practice, I want you to keep in mind that I am the teacher and I'm passing on guidance which I've learned from other teachers. I'm just passing on the yoga. It's up to you to bring the practice into your own body, to become embodied, and really notice and allow and receive the benefits that the yoga practice can bring to you. So if I offer teachings, if I offer postures that don't feel right, adapt, use a variation. If you feel that you need more engagement, engage some more. Make the practice your own. So from where you are now, releasing the hands from the chest and from the belly, letting the hands rest. Whether you're kneeling or cross legs, doesn't matter. Beginning to circle the chest. Either direction is fine. Both sit bones stay onto the ground or onto a prop if you're sat on a cushion or a prop. Very big circles with the heart. Let the breath be your guide, maybe, as to how quickly you move, how big a circle you draw. Flowing maybe forwards as you breathe in and backwards as you breathe out. And beginning to speed up. So making this new body practice straight from the beginning, not worrying about what it looks like, what I'm doing, worrying about whether you're practicing the movement perfectly, but practicing in a way that brings you into your body, that you can feel in your body. And slowing down, move back to center. Taking a breath in as you reach up through the crown of the head. And then changing direction, in the opposite way. Maybe slowly to begin with, before speeding up, you might go straight into the same speed as you were on the other side. So what we're doing by practicing this at the very beginning of the movement is we're moving all the energy within the body, the prana. We're waking up the body, the layers of the body. If you've been practicing the circle slowly, beginning to speed up, keep the chest lifted, weight in the sit bones. And then slowing down, coming back to center. Take a breath in, reaching out through the crown of the head, lengthening the spine. Breathing out, releasing the shoulders. Taking the left hand onto the right thigh. Taking an inhale as you begin to twist, placing the right hand behind the body. Inhaling, lengthen the spine up to the sky. Exhale, look over the right shoulder, twist maybe a little deeper. Inhale, come back to center. Exhaling, right hand to left thigh, left hand behind the body. Taking a breath in to lengthen upwards. Exhaling, looking to the back shoulder, twisting deeper. Take a breath in, coming back to center. Coming over onto all fours, so bringing hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You can walk the hands slightly further forward if there's any wrist issues. Spread the fingers and press into the hands, press into the shins. Draw the lower belly in. So we engage the body and start from an active flat back position. Take a breath in, lift the head, the heart, the tailbone. Exhale, draw the chin to the chest, round the spine. Inhale, look forward, soften the elbows slightly. Exhale, gaze to the navel. Inhaling, dip the lower belly, lift the tailbone. Exhale, belly button draws towards the spine, press into the hands. One more, inhaling, cow pose. Exhaling in cat pose. Send the sit bones back towards the heel, keep pressing into the hands. As you inhale, draw the chest through the arms, lift back up into cow. Exhale, round, sink the hips back to the heels. Inhale, draw forwards, lift up. Exhale, coming back. Keep pressing into the hands the whole time as though the hands are glued to the mat. Exhaling. One more breath in, draw forwards, lift up. Tuck the toes, and as you exhale, lift the knees slowly off the mat and begin to send the hips up to the sky in downward dog. Gently pedal the legs here. Notice the breath. We kept a connection with the breath. If you're familiar with the Ujjayi breath, the constriction in the back of the throat, you can begin to bring that in. The audible whispering breath. Finding stillness in downward dog. Taking a breath in, coming up onto the tiptoes. Exhale as you round the body forward into plank. Inhale here, lift the chest forward, lift the chin slightly. As you exhale, bend the knees, lift the hips, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come onto the tiptoes, roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, bend the knees, downward dog. You're carrying on in time with your own breath in these plank rolls. Keep pressing into the hands again. Engage the belly. Engage the shoulders. And engage the back muscles. But notice, I'm giving you the instructions, but notice how your body feels. You need to come onto the knees at any point, come onto the knees. The next inhale as you roll forward into a plank pose, pausing there. Exhale, lower the knees down. Lower the body all the way down, elbows to the side of the ribs. Take a breath in, lift the head, the heart. Bring into Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. So here, press into the tops of the feet. Press into the pelvic bone. And squeeze the shoulders together. Where can you feel the posture? Where is the energy moving in the body? Where's engaged? Just asking these questions to encourage you to draw the attention into your own body. Taking a breath here. And as you exhale, press into the hands, come back up onto all fours. Take a breath in, lift the head, the heart, and tailbone. Breath out, rounding the spine. Inhale, come back to an all fours position. As you inhale, step the right foot forward to the outside of the right hand. If you need to, if you have them, you can use blocks underneath the hands here. Otherwise, you can come onto the fingertips or palms flat into a lizard variation. Wherever you are, Keeping the chest lifted, shoulders draw away from the ears. We allow the hips to sink forwards a little. Take the left hand to the center of the mat, right hand to the outside of the right knee. As you take a breath in, let the chest lift forwards. You take a breath out. Let the right knee draw down towards the ground. Roll onto the outside of the right foot. Gaze at the right leg. So having the hand on the outside of the knee allows this to be an active stretch for the thigh. If this feels too much, you can bring the foot flat on the ground. You can take the hand to the inside of the knee to make it more of a passive stretch, pushing the leg away. Draw the right shoulder up and back and away from the ear. Third option, all the options this morning so you can make the practice your own, is to take the right hand to the lower spine to encourage the right shoulder to draw back and twist. Or you can take the right hand to the top of the left hip. Again, lifting the chest, twisting from the waist. Breathing in, breathing out. As you inhale, if you've taken the bind, slowly release the arm. Bring the hand down to the floor and slowly easing the leg back to center. Take a breath in here, and as you exhale, take the right knee back to join the left. Inhale, step the left foot forwards, outside of the left leg. Finding a lizard variation on the opposite side. Noticing if you feel any areas of tightness, tension, there's any areas, in the body where there's some maybe stagnant energy collecting. As you breathe in and breathe out, imagine you're breathing directly into that area. You take the right hand to the center of the mat, left hand to the outside of the left knee. As you next exhale, begin to gently press the knee into the left hand. Roll onto the outside of the foot and turning the chest towards the left. You take any of the options, same as before, with the left hand. Actively press into the right hand. So we press the mat away to encourage the chest to lift, to help us with the twist. As you inhale, releasing the hand wherever it is back to the mat. Exhale, slowly releasing the leg back to center. Take a breath in as you take the left knee to meet the right. Bring the big toes to touch, widen the knees. And begin to ease the hips back to the sit bones, or the sit bones back to the heels, I should say. Coming into child's pose, to bring the forehead down. Keep the arms outstretched, so it's an extended child's pose, pressing into the palms to ease the sit bones further towards the heels. The forehead doesn't come down. You can cup the chin in the heel of the hands, or you can make some fists for the forehead to rest on. And here in child's pose, allow the belly to be soft. Front of the body to soften. Taking some deep breaths. Breathing in peace. Breathing out peace. As you breathe deeply. And you allow the back ribs to really open as you inhale. And allow the belly, the front of the chest to soften as you exhale. Begin to spread the fingers wide. Press into the hands as you lift the chest, taking a breath in. Pull the knees back in line with the hips, tuck the toes. Begin to lift the hips up to the sky, coming back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. So as I mentioned, spreading the fingers, press into the base of the fingers. So we're pushing the mat away from us. Soften the knees as much as you need. Lift the hips up to the sky. And if you feel comfortable, if it feels good in the body, you can begin to send the weight down the backs of the legs into the heels. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling. And as you exhale, look forward between the hands, soften the knees and walk the feet forwards to the front of the mat. Inhale, fingertips come to the knees. Extend the spine forwards, lifting the chest halfway, exhaling. Take a breath in here. And a breath out, soften the knees, bow forwards. Inhale, burst the arms out wide, standing tall, reach the hands up. Exhale, swan dive forwards, leading with the chest. Inhale, flat back position, releasing the shoulders. Exhale and bow. Press into the feet, take a breath in. Press the arms out wide, reach up, look up. Exhale, dive forwards. Hands come down to the shins or the ground. Inhale, fingertips to knees, lift the chest. Exhale, soften into Uttanasana. Inhale, burst the arms up wide, open the chest. Exhale, bring the hands through center to the heart space. Take a breath in and a breath out. Draw the energy, the focus from the top of the head down through the body into the feet. Maybe rocking forwards and backwards, side to side. Becoming familiar with the part of the body that's touching the ground, the foundations of the body. Spreading the toes and beginning to actively press the feet into the mat. Now as we press down and send our roots down, begin to rise up, activating the legs, pointing the tailbone down towards the ground. Draw the lower belly in and up. Lifting the chest, relaxing the shoulders. Reaching up through the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, extend the hands up. Point the fingers. Interlace the fingers as we point the index finger towards the sky. Take a breath in, begin to lift the chest. As you take a breath out, maybe experimenting with sending the upper arms further back. Keep drawing the pelvis slightly under, rooting the tailbone, engaging the belly. With every breath in, letting the chest, the front of the throat lift. Every breath out, taking the arms a little further back. Coming into a gentle back bend, the upper spine. Urdhva Hastasana. One more breath in here. One more breath out. As you inhale, realigning the head and the shoulders and the hips. Exhale, bowing forward, soften the knees. Let the hands draw down and then come behind the back, clasping the hands together. Reaching the hands away behind you. Can you draw the heels of the hands together slightly? How does it feel if you roll the shoulders away from the ears? Pressing into the feet, lifting the hips to the sky. Draw the lower belly in. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath in. As you exhale slowly, releasing the hands. Bring the hands to the ground, and as you inhale, begin to roll the body gently up to stand. Following the roll like a line moving up the body. The shoulders, the head be the last things to come up. Okay. And so I'm going to turn to face you now so you can see what's happening. I might turn around on my mat too in a minute. Bring the feet to hip distance apart. Again, if you need to rock forwards and backwards, left to right, just to establish some firm foundations with the feet, do what you need to do. Coming to stand tall again, reaching the tailbone, lifting the chest, extending the spine up. Take a breath in, reach the arms out wide, and draw the hands up and together. Take the right hand on top of the right shoulder, left hand to the right elbow. As you draw the right upper arm back and away, use the left hand to encourage the elbow towards the head slightly. Working at your own limit. So you're going to feel this in the shoulders. Notice the sensations. Breathe into sensation. And if this feels maybe easy, super comfortable, there is an option then to take the left arm back and bring it into a bind. This may be drawing the fingers together. It may be taking hold of your top or having the back of the hand towards the spine. It may not be any of those things. You may stay here with the hands on the elbow. As you breathe, notice if the shoulders are trying to draw forwards, and then you can actively use the inhale to send shoulders back, to draw the shoulder blades together, to lift and open the chest. One more inhale, one more exhale. As you inhale, send the arms out wide. Exhale, release the hands down by the side of the body. Draw the shoulders up towards the ears, and then exhale, release them down. Inhale, bring the arms out wide, reach up. This time it's the left hand coming to the right shoulder, right hand to left elbow. Same thing as before, sending the upper arm back and drawing the elbow slightly towards the head with the hand. As you practice, how is this posture affecting the rest of the body, aside from the shoulders? Does it cause the lower back to arch? Do you need to draw the pelvis under? Are you drawing the weight up in the body? Or are you still pressing into the feet? If you wish to take the bind, taking the right hand behind the body and clasping the fingers top or resting on the spine. Keep drawing the left shoulder back. Breathing in and breathing out. Taking an inhale, bring the arms out wide. Exhale, releasing the hands by the side of the body. Take a breath in and take a wide step back with the right foot. Pivot both feet round 90 degrees, so the right toes face the back of the mat, the left toes face the long side. Both legs straight. Inhale, reach the arms out wide. As you exhale, bring the left arm over the top of the right, bend at the elbows. Bring the backs of the forearms to touch. Maybe bring the hands to loop round together. Take an inhale here, reach the crown of the head up to the sky. Exhaling, take a bend in the right knee. Encouraging the right knee to draw towards the little toe on the right foot. Inhaling and exhaling. As you inhale, can you scoop the elbows forward and up? Exhale, press into the feet equally. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, releasing the arms by the side of the body. Pivot both the feet round 90 degrees to the opposite side. Take a breath in, reach the arms out wide. This time the right arm comes on top of the left. Taking whichever bind is most suitable for you. Taking a breath in, press into the feet, reach the chest up. Exhaling, bending the left knee. Lovely. Keep rooting the tailbone, so gently drawing the pelvis under, the lower belly in and up. And as you take a breath in, scoot the elbows forward and up. And release the shoulders away from the ears, so shoulder blades slide down the back. Inhaling and exhaling. Virabhadrasana, 2 legs with eagle arms. One more breath in. And as you exhale, this time releasing the arms first. Inhale, press into the leg, straightening the leg. Pivot the left toes to face the long side of the mat. Clasp the hands behind the body. Take a breath in as you bring the shoulders together, the heels of the hands squeezing closer together. And as you exhale, folding forwards, leading with the chest, bending from the hips, folding from the hips. Coming as far down as you can before the spine begins to round. And then reaching through the hands, sending the hands away behind you. Maybe the hands lift towards the head. Wherever hands are. Drawing the shoulder blades together, reaching through the hands. Every breath in, allowing the breath to lengthen the spine. Every breath out, drawing the lower belly in, folding forwards from the hips. Breathing in and breathing out. Soften the knees as you inhale. Lift the chest. Pausing at halfway to exhale. And taking a breath in, lifting the chest, rising all the way back up. Turning the left toes to face the front of the mat. Stepping the right foot forward. And making your way down to the ground to sit with the legs out long. Remove the flesh from the sit bones. We're going to be coming into a forward fold. So if you need to sit on a blanket or a prop, please do so. It can help, especially if you know that folding forward, the spine likes to round. It can help fold from the hips. Then when you have everything you need, you can remove the flesh to come, so the sit bones come in contact with the mat, flexing the feet. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, take a bend in the right leg. Sole of the foot comes to the left thigh, knee comes out to the side, and then have a little shuffle. Extend the left foot forward slightly. Draw the right knee back. Turn the torso to face the left leg. Take a breath in, lift the arms. Reach up and out from the waist, lifting up. As you next exhale, draw the lower belly in, leading with the chest as you fold forwards towards the toes. And bring the hands down to the ground, the leg, or possibly the foot. Drawing the chest forwards towards the foot, sending the hips back, and then allowing the shoulders to draw away from the ears, the neck to soften. And questioning here your intention, your focus in the practice. Why are you practicing and how are you practicing? Breathing in, breathing out, in and out through the nose, steadily, regulated breath. Gently releasing the hands, taking an inhale as you reach up towards the sky. Exhaling, bringing the right hand down behind the body. As you inhale, beginning to send the hips forward, lifting the hips up, left foot comes down into wild thing. So pressing the hips forward here, look up to the sky. You can take the left arm further back, into a gentle back bend. Really enjoy, there's not really any right or wrong way to do this posture. It's just a great big expression, a big open at the front of the body. Really enjoy that expression. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, slowly releasing the hips back down to the mat. Lengthen the right leg out. Take a bend in the left knee this time. Do the shuffle. So extending the right leg forward, left knee comes back. Flexing the right foot. Take a breath in to reach up with the hands. Exhale, fold forward, leading with the chest. Let the hands come down. Maybe you like to take a breath in as you lift the chest slightly. Exhale, drawing the belly in, allowing you to fold a little deeper. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. What is your motivation in this posture? What are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to achieve anything? Allow the neck to soften. Breathing in. Breathing out. As you inhale, reaching the hands forward, lifting back up. This time as you exhale, placing the left hand down. Inhaling. Begin to lift the hips, press into the right foot. Coming into wild thing on the opposite side. Opening the chest, lifting the chest up. Big full breath in. And as you exhale, coming all the way back down to the mat. Lengthen the left leg out to join the right. Take a bend in the left knee and take the left foot to the outside of the right leg. Hug the left knee, with the right arm. So opposite knee to arm. Take a breath in. Extend the left hand up, flex the right foot. Exhale, twist to the left hand side. Bringing the left hand down behind the body. Every breath in lengthens the spine, reaching up through the crown of the head. Every breath out, draw the lower belly in, maybe twisting a little deeper. What feels right for you this morning? Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling and twisting the body. Exhale, pressing the hands into the ground on the opposite side in a counter twist. Lengthen the left leg out, swapping the legs over. Hugging the right knee with the left arm this time. Using this hug to draw the thigh and the knee in towards the chest and lift the chest at the same time. We start sitting nice and tall. Take a breath in, extend the right arm. Exhale as you twist to the right, bringing the right hand down behind the back. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, twisting. Maybe with every breath, you can use the hug of the knee to draw the knee closer to the armpit. Don't get competitive. Yoga is definitely not a competitive practice. If there is any feeling of competition, it's with yourself. And why is that? Where's that coming from? What are you going to gain from that competition? Take a breath in and twist the body. Exhale, pressing the hands into the left side of the ground. Down to twisting. Unravel the legs. Take a bend in the knees. Shuffle the hips maybe slightly towards the heels. Press the feet into the mat. So the feet are glued to the ground. Take a breath in, lift the chest, lift the hands. As you exhale, slowly rolling down to the mat. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Maybe closing the eyes. Can you feel each vertebrae come in contact? Keep pressing into the feet. Don't lift the feet. The shoulders come down. And the neck and the head, releasing the hands. Lovely. And then walking the heels towards the sit bones, towards the body. Maybe you can tickle the backs of the heels. If you can't, if you're not quite there, doesn't matter, don't worry. As long as the feet are hip distance apart, toes, the feet are in a straight line, not turning out. Begin to spread the toes, spread the soles of the feet. Notice the shoulders and the four corners of the torso. Draw these four corners down, draw the shoulders down, the hips down, as though you're putting a flat sheet, a fitted sheet, around a mattress. As you draw down through these four corners, notice what effect that has on the legs. For me, I begin to engage the feet and the legs when I draw down through the four corners. Take a deep breath in. A long breath out. Begin to press through the feet. As you inhale, begin to lift the tops of the thighs up towards the ceiling. Into Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Keep pressing into the feet. Let the legs be your engine here. Press into the feet. Engage the legs to lift the body up. We're not lifting using the tummy muscles. We're lifting through the legs. Chest lifts towards the chin, but not drawing the chin towards the chest, keeping the neck neutral. As we power through the legs, allowing the breath to be steady, but allowing the breath to encourage the lift. So we're taking from the practice and receiving from the practice what we need on a physical level, making the practice practical. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, slowly release down. Keeping the feet where they are, draw the knees together, and press the lower spine into the mat. Maybe draw the belly button to the spine. Press into the lower back. Gently squeeze the knees. Breathing in and breathing out. Release the knees and the lower back. Coming into bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana one more time. There's an option to do the same thing again, or to clasp the hands underneath the body and to roll up onto the shoulders. It'll be what I'm doing, so if you need to look, please have a look. Spreading the toes wide, draw the four corners down, take a breath in, take a breath out, begin to activate the feet. As you inhale, begin to lift up through the tops of the thighs, as though someone has a string on the tops of the thighs, and then lifting you up. If you wish to roll onto the shoulders, clasping the hands and tucking one shoulder at a time underneath the body. And press into the little fingers here, press into the sides of the hands to help find a little more lift. Breathing in, still finding the power from the legs, pressing into the feet. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath in, lifting up. And then as you exhale, releasing the clasp, lowering down vertebrae by vertebrae. Be mindful of what the spine is doing. Widening the feet to mat distance now, drawing the knees together. And again, sinking the lower back into the mat. In this place of active rest. Breathing in and out through the nose. Notice how the breath feels. Is the breath deep, shallow? Does it feel different now to how it did at the start of the practice? And then either lengthening the legs out long, coming into Shavasana, or if you need to grab any warm clothes, rolling over onto the side before taking whatever you need. And then we'll join up lying on the back in Shavasana. I'm going to come to sit so that you can hear me more clear. But taking what you need, maybe a blanket over the body. It's nice to have the weight. Maybe a blanket under the head. If you wear glasses, it can be nice to remove glasses for Shavasana. When you have everything that you need, allowing the eyes to close. Taking the ankles to mat distance apart. Letting the ankles splay out to the sides. Turning the palms to face upwards. And widening the arms away from the side of the body. So there's a gap between the upper arm and the ribs. Take a very gentle tuck of the chin to lengthen the back of the neck. And take a deep breath in. A long breath out the mouth. And noticing the body lying on the mat. This is your body, your vehicle for life. We only get given one body. We have to look after it. We have to listen to it. Be kind. Be caring. So really listening to the body now, noticing how the body feels. Are you holding on in any areas of the body? Are you holding tension? If that's the case, as you breathe out, with every breath out, can you gently ease this area, soften this area? And then bringing your awareness into your fingers, noticing the natural curve of the fingers as the palms face up. Allow the back of the hands to be heavy. Let the wrists soften. Allow the forearms to relax. And the elbows to release. Let the upper arms be heavy. Allow the shoulders to melt into the mat. Allow the neck to be long and the scalp to soften. Begin to let the face relax and soften. Letting all the tiny muscles around the eyes gently relax, releasing any squinting. Allowing the space between the eyebrows to relax and the forehead to release any frowning. Let the cheeks soften. And the lips relax. Allow the teeth to gently part. And the tongue to gently release away from the roof of the mouth to help relax and release the jaw. Allow the upper, middle, and lower spine to be heavy, to sink deeper and deeper into the mat. Allow the muscles around the chest to soften, inviting a sense of ease and openness to the chest. Allow the abdomen to relax. Let the hips release, the pelvis and the tailbone release, melting towards the ground. Allow the thighs to be heavy. And let this heaviness travel down the legs, past the knees, the shins and the calves, all the way to the heels. Allowing the ankles to splay out wide. Letting the tops of the feet relax. And the soles of the feet relax. Allowing every toe in turn to completely release and let go. So the entire body is allowed to surrender, feeling supported and held by the ground, nourished by the practice, and allowed to let go. I invite you, if it feels right for you, to stay a little longer in Shavasana. Stay as long as you need. But when you're ready, beginning to notice the breath traveling in and out through the nose. Noticing the temperature of the breath, of the air, as it enters and leaves the body. And visualizing joy as a substance. So it may be you visualize it as a sweet drink. I don't know, it'd be different for everyone, but visualizing joy. And with every breath in, gently sipping joy into the body. So as you breathe in joy, it begins to spread out and fill the entire body. And gently beginning to deepen the breath. Sipping in sweet joy and allowing it to travel right to the tips of the toes, tips of the fingertips with every breath in. And then with every breath out, beginning to breathe out joy as well, sending joy out into the world for others. Deepening the breath further still. And as you take your next deep breath in, beginning to move the fingers, the toes, and taking a bend in the knees. You might like to make any final movements that feel good for you to finish today's practice. It doesn't need to be a yoga move, it can be anything. And then when you're ready, gently rolling over onto the right hand side. Pausing there, letting the left arm rest on the side of the body so we don't collapse the shoulders forwards. And pausing here on your side for a moment of thanks, a moment of gratitude. Giving thanks for showing up. Being grateful for the body that you have, this wonderful vehicle, everything that it enables you to do. Being grateful for your mind, for the focus, your emotions, everything, all the layers of the body, everything that makes you you. And then closing and finishing this time on your side with a positive affirmation, a positive I am statement. And then in your own time, gently making your way back to any comfortable seated position, keeping the eyes closed if you can, or the gaze soft. And whichever position you've brought yourself into, I invite you to take a breath in and let that breath begin to lift the chest, lift up through the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, let that breath relax the shoulders and let the sit bones sink into the ground. Bringing the hands together in Anjali Mudra at heart center, pressing the thumbs into the heart space. We'll close our practice together with the Lokaha prayer. I'll practice the mantra all the way through 3 times. So you can either listen or join in if you feel comfortable. Taking a breath in to start. Lokaha samasta lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings in the universe be happy, be peaceful, be free. May my actions, my thoughts, my deeds in some way contribute to that happiness, that peace, and that freedom. Having the hands in the heart space, pressing the thumbs into the sternum, may we act with kindness. Bringing the thumbs to the lips, may we speak with kindness. Pressing the thumbs between the eyebrows, may we think with kindness. Bow the head, the heart in a sign of respect, self-acceptance, self-acknowledgement, and then extending that forward out to the world. Namaste. Thank you for your practice this morning. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.